Over the past couple of days, well, maybe a week or so, you probably noticed that most global political leaders and national leaders and spiritual leaders, they celebrate the Christian holiday, Christmas, with a plea for peace, or they put a lot of emphasis on the values and the virtues of family and unity and operating with respect to each other and with kindness, but not the orange bastard. No, 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 no. According to CNN and other news outlets, this crazy bastard unleashed a torrent of fury and bitterness spanning Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'm sure he'll spew more of it coming up this weekend. And he previewed, if you're paying attention, the discord and the bullshit that he'll inflict on the nation if he gets elected this coming November. As usual, this crazy bastard raged at Joe Biden and Jack Smith, the prosecutor coming after his ass, making all kinds of false claims that his attempts to stay in power after losing the election in 2020 represented a vital defense of American democracy, and therefore it was perfectly legal. Jesus Christ. He really does believe his own bullshit now, of course. There was just a flow of cursing and invective, and most of it in big capitals on his toy social media platform. And he escalated his extreme rhetoric on immigrants, and some of his language that is drawing comparisons to Nazi demagoguery in the 30s and 40s. And he's also brought up again his view of unlimited presidential power that he plans to put into effect when he becomes president again and settles into his role as the autocratic dictator of the United States. Now, he also underscored the extraordinary extent to which his lies about electoral fraud 3 years ago are still the main reason for his moving in this bullshit election campaign that he's in right now. And his tirades came at a time when a lot of Americans who celebrate Christmas were gathering with loved ones and family and trying to find just a moment of peace. And what he said hints at a furious, sick, twisted state of mind and his continued denialism about what he has done. In one of his posts, Trump showed a mixture of anger and self-pity while making, I'm quoting now from CNN. In one of his posts, Trump showed a mixture of anger and self-pity while making multiple false or questionable claims. This is what he posted on Christmas Eve. This is right off his little toy social media site. And these are all caps. They spied on my campaign, lied to Congress, cheated on FISA, rigged a presidential election, allowed millions of people, many from prisons and mental institutions, to invade our country, screwed up Afghanistan, and Joe Biden's misfits and thugs like Deranged Jack Smith are coming after me at levels of persecution never seen before in our country. It's called election interference. Merry Christmas. Jesus God. Now I think that was Christmas Eve. Yesterday, Christmas Day, he posted some more. He accused Biden of presiding over election interference. He promised his supporters that, this is what he posted, quote, all caps, a big and glorious victory for those brave and valiant patriots who want to make America great again. Merry Christmas to all. I mean, does America really want this shit? I realize there are a lot of Americans who do, and I would venture a guess that all of them, 100%, are Christian or think they're Christian. They claim they subscribe to the Christian religion when, in fact, the garbage that they call Christianity is not Christianity at all. It's some kind of a mixture of fascism and theocracy, but you know that. So anyway, that is the latest bullshit tirade, screaming, ranting crapola from the Antichrist. The Antichrist. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. You know, the Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.